Oh, what are we doing here? Oh, we're digging for dinosaurs? We are digging for dinosaurs. Oh my goodness. Hi, I'm Miss Heather and this is Twiggle. Welcome to WQLN PBS Homeroom. You just caught us playing dinosaurs. It's really cool. We were pretending we were being a paleontologist. And a paleontologist is a scientist of dinosaurs. And we were just doing it, weren't we? We were. Should we show them what we were doing? Okay, I'm gonna put you down though, okay? Okay. We were pretending to dig for dinosaurs, and we have a little paintbrush with some sand, and we're pretending we're being a paleontologist, a scientist of dinosaurs. Look at, here's one. Look at this. I got a T-Rex. Isn't that super cool? Oh, and I forgot I had my costume on too. I'm a triceratops because I have 3 horns. Oh boy, you caught me. But you know what? We're gonna learn about dinosaurs today. And you know what else? I love teaching preschool. Do you know why? Because sometimes even the teachers learn things. And I learned so much about dinosaurs and I wanna share it with you today. Let's get started. Today, we are gonna learn about so many different dinosaurs, but the important thing that I really want us to look at is there were dinosaurs that ate meat and there were dinosaurs that ate plants. And the meat eater had very sharp teeth. And the plant-eating dinosaurs had flat teeth. So let's look at some dinosaurs and decide where they're going to go on my chart, okay? My dinosaur look at, I even have spikes on my back. They're getting in the way of my chair. I have to be careful. I'm going to move my paleontologist dig. This is really fun. All you need is sand, little paintbrush, and some little dinosaurs, and you can pretend to be a paleontologist too. Isn't that so cool? All right, the first dinosaur we're gonna do is the same dinosaur that Miss Heather is dressed as today. And it is a triceratops. This is a triceratops. It has horns just like I do. And it has, guess how many teeth it has? 800 teeth. 800, but guess what? It eats plants. So I have a triceratops little picture here, and I'm gonna put that under the plants because triceratops are plant eaters. Can you believe it? They're bigger than an African elephant. They were huge. They were so huge, but look at this. This is a picture of a triceratops. This is a picture of a grown man. Look at how big it is. It is really, really big compared to this little man. And that's the size of a grown-up man. Look how big it is. It's amazing, just amazing. All right, the next one we have, I hope I can say the names right. This is called a Yangchuanosaurus. Look at that. That's a cool one. But guess what? This one's a meat eater. This one has sharp teeth and it eats meat. So we're gonna put that over here. That's a meat eater. And guess what? This dinosaur is one of the smartest dinosaurs that they had when there were dinosaurs. Dinosaurs aren't here anymore. Dinosaurs were here, oh my goodness, millions and millions of years ago. They've been gone for a very long time, a very long time. But when there were dinosaurs here, they were not always very smart, but this one, super duper smart and very fast runner. It's a super fast runner. So look at this. Here's the size of a grown-up person. That's how big he was. They were so big. So amazing, so amazing. All right, so we're gonna put this one down. So now we have one meat eater and one plant eater. Let's see what we get next. The next one is a velociraptor. I just have a little one of those. A velociraptor It also was one of the smarter ones. Super smart, big brain, okay? And it could run as fast as a car goes, 40 miles an hour. But guess what? The Velociraptor had very sharp teeth, so it was a meat eater or a carnivore. All right, so let's try the next one. These are so cool, aren't they? Let's do oh, I hope Miss Heather can say it. Here we go. Ankylosaurus. Look at the little spikes on his back. And he also has spikes on his tail. But guess what? He was very, very slow. He was not a very fast runner, but he could smell things really good. He had a good nose, and he used his tail to fight. So he would hit the other dinosaurs with his tail. But guess what? He does not have sharp teeth. So the Ankylosaurus is a plant eater. He only ate plants and trees and leaves and grass. He is an herbivore. So cool. He's an herbivore. So now we have, what do we have? 2 meat eaters, 2 plant eaters. All right, here we go. Here's the next one. The next one is a Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus. Look at that. Look at this cool thing on its head. Isn't that amazing? Guess what, though? You want to know something really cool about this guy? He had hundreds and hundreds of teeth and many rows of teeth. And he walked on all 4 of his legs. Some of them walked on 2 legs. This guy walked on all 4 legs. But guess what? Didn't have sharp teeth. So he was a plant eater. So we're gonna put another plant eater up here. That means that he was an herbivore. That's like a very grown-up word to say. If you only eat plants and vegetables and berries, you're an herbivore. But I want to show you this. This is super cool. This is how big a grown-up is standing next to him. They were so big. Can you believe that? They're like, some of them are even bigger than elephants. And elephants are very big. All right, let's try a different one now. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, this is a cool one. I hope I can say the word again. These are hard words to say. This one is a Corythosaurus. Look at him. Isn't he so cute? A Corythosaurus. And I'm gonna tell you something special about him. His name means helmet. So his head looks like he has a helmet on, doesn't it? And guess what else? He ate the sticks and the twigs off of the trees. He just wanted the sticks and the twigs. That's kind of cool. So he's not a meat eater. He has flat teeth. That means he is a plant eater. He is another herbivore. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 herbivores and 2 carnivores. So cool. These are just so cool. I learned all this stuff too. I didn't know all this cool stuff. That's why being a teacher is so fun. I learned stuff too. All right, the next one is a pterodactyl. And it is one of the dinosaurs that flew. And here's another interesting fact. Did you know that all the birds that are flying around in your yard and outside your window came from a dinosaur? Scientists say birds came from dinosaurs. I think that's so cool. So let me tell you about this guy. He is very fast. He flies in the air. And guess what else? He's a meat eater. So he has very sharp teeth. This is the pterodactyl. And so we're gonna put him with the meat with the carnivores. Oh, did I have him upside down? I did, I put him upside down. Let's turn him around here. There you go. All right, I've got 2 more left. Let me see here. This one is the biggest dinosaur that there ever was. It is called a Brachiosaurus. You're not gonna believe this. It was the same size as 30 elephants. 30. It was as tall as a 5-story building. That's big. That's super big. And it ate the leaves off the tops of the trees because it's so tall, it could reach the top of the trees and eat the leaves on the top. And it ate 400 to 900 pounds of leaves every single day. So I'll tell you what, these Brachiosauruses, they were eating a lot of trees, weren't they? So we know that they eat trees and leaves. They have flat teeth, and they are also a plant eater. I hope there's room for him. He's very big. That's amazing how big they are. Isn't it amazing? Now, I have to show you this though. I'm not putting this guy away yet. This guy's pretty cool. I want you to look at this picture. This is the grown-up. He's only about this big in this picture. This is how big the Brachiosaurus was next to the person. If a person was alive, but people weren't alive when there were dinosaurs, but if they were, that's how big a Brachiosaurus would look next to a person. Isn't that crazy? It's amazing. And I saved, everybody loves a T-Rex. I saved the T-Rex for last. Here is the T-Rex. Let's learn some stuff about him. He could eat 500 pounds of meat in one bite. That's like, he could eat like a cow in one bite. He's very big and he has very sharp teeth. His head is as big as Miss Heather. He has a very big head. And his teeth are 8 inches long. That is about this long were his teeth. That's almost as big as my face. His teeth were gigantic. A T-Rex is a meat eater, okay? So he's a carnivore. And we're gonna put him down here with the other meat eaters. T-Rex, he is amazing. Look at, here are some T-Rex bones with a person standing beside them. Look at how big the T-Rex is beside a person. They were so big. I just can't believe how big they are. And you know what else? The T-Rex also was one of the meanest dinosaurs and had very sharp teeth. So let's take a look at all of these up here now, all of our dinosaurs. And we've got, these are our meat eaters. These are our carnivores. Can you say carnivore? Carnivore. We have 1, 2, 3, we have four carnivores on our chart. And the plant eaters, that's herbivore. Can you say that? Herbivore? Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 herbivores. So some dinosaurs ate meat only, and some dinosaurs ate plants only. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? I think it's really pretty cool. I have an art project that I want us to work on today, and you're gonna make your very own dinosaur. For our home lesson today, we're gonna make a dinosaur. And we're gonna make a dinosaur out of using our handprint. It's gonna be so cool. I'm gonna make a Stegosaurus. It has cool spikes on his back. I'm gonna show you how to do it. All you need is paint and a piece of paper and some paintbrushes. And your paint, I'm picking washable paint, so when you're all done, you can wash your hands and the paint will be gone. And if you get a little on your clothes, it's okay, because it'll come out. So I picked bright colors, and I picked yellow and orange and green, and I'm adding a little bit of white to it to brighten it up a little bit and lighten it up so you can see it a little better on my paper. So this is what we're gonna do. Are you ready? I'm gonna put my sleeve up a little bit. I'm going to paint my hand yellow, okay? I'm gonna make a yellow handprint. And this is going to be the dinosaur's legs and his head. So I'm going to take this down just for a second, just so I can get my hand on here really good. And I'm going to put my hand down very gently and very carefully. And there you go. Okay, I put it upside down because these are going to be his legs. And you know what else I did? I brought a baby wipe so I can wipe my hands off while I'm doing this, just to show you, so I don't get paint all over the picture. Baby wipes are a good thing for paint. Okay, so now I have some green paint and I'm going to draw, or I'm sorry, I'm going to paint some grass, okay? I'm going to paint some grass with green because grass is what color? It's green. You can draw trees. You can do anything you want, but Miss Heather is just going to make some grass, okay? And you know what? When you're an artist, you can do it however you want. It doesn't matter. Now, to make it into a Stegosaurus, I have orange, and I'm going to make some triangles. These are going to be his spikes on the top of his back and on the top of his head. So this is his back. See that? Triangle has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. You can do it however you want. You can draw any dinosaur you want. It doesn't have to be the one that I'm doing. You can do whichever one you want. You paint it on there, okay? Then I think I'm even going to give this guy some spots. Okay. Now, how many eyes does a dinosaur have? He has 2 eyes, so you might want to wait till your paint is dry, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to give him 2 eyes and a great big smile. And if you want to, you can draw some toes on his feet. Just like that. You can do whatever you want. You can do it however you want. You can make any dinosaur, a T-Rex. You can do it however you want. But look how cool that is. And it is a Stegosaurus. And that is my handprint. That's all I did. You could make many of them, and hang them up. That's pretty cool. You can make your own dinosaur with your own hand. If you need instructions on how to do this, you can go to Learning at Home on WQLN PBS's website, and the directions are on my site for my day. Okay? I hope you guys get a chance to make it. Hi guys, I'm so excited to read you a story about a dinosaur. It is a really silly story. It's called Never Touch a T-Rex. Look at the book. Never Touch a T-Rex. And the author, what does the author do? Do you guys remember what the author does? The author writes the words. And the author is Rosie Greening, and the illustrator is Stuart Lynch. Never Touch a T-Rex. Are you ready? This is a pretty silly book. Hey you! I know why you're here. You want to touch a T-Rex, don't you? Do you want to touch a T-Rex? Well, you can't! I thought we could. My job is to keep the T-Rex safe from people like you and me. Oh no. Here's the rules. You must never touch a T-Rex unless you, are you ready? Point to your nose. That's what it says. It says point to your nose. Okay. There's no way you can point to your nose. Just you try. Do it. Touch your nose. We did it, didn't we? We touched our nose. How did you do that? Okay, this is the real rule. Are you ready? You must never touch a T-Rex unless you point to your nose and touch your toes. Ha! Try those if you think you're so clever. All right, it says point to your nose and touch your toes. Point to your nose and touch your toes. I think we did it. I think we did it. Okay, genius. The actual rule is this. Never touch a T-Rex unless, oh, he's gonna tell us something different. Let's see if we can do it. You point to your nose, touch your toes, and find a rose? Gotcha, you're not gonna find a rose on this page. Guess what? There's a rose right there. We did it. We did all the stuff. Oh, I think we got him again. Oh, he says, how are you doing this? We're smart, aren't we? We're so smart. Right. Even you won't be able to. Are you ready? Point to your nose. Touch your toes. Find a rose. We found a rose. And shout, banana? Banana! Did you do it? Have you done this before? It's lucky I have a plan. Oh no, I just want to touch that T-Rex, don't you? What's his plan? Let's see. Oh, I have to hold the book this way. You must never touch a T-Rex unless you point to your nose. Go ahead, you do it. Touch your toes. Touch your toes. Find a rose. We found the rose. It's right there. I found another one. Shout banana. Go ahead, shout banana. Banana! Wave at me. Wave to me. Count to 3. Oh, we can do that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Meow like a cat. Can you meow like a cat? Meow. Flap like a bat. Oh no. Go ahead, you gotta do it or we can't touch the T-Rex. Sing high. Ooh. Then sing low. Low. Did you do it? You have to do it too. High and then low. Say something slowly. Let's say T-Rex slow. Are you ready? T-Rex. Okay, we did everything he said. Everything. Ah, he says. Because we keep doing everything, don't we? Because we're so smart. We can do it. Hello. Sorry about the guard. There's really only one rule you need to know. You must never, ever touch a T-Rex unless you ask politely. Go on, give it a try. How would we ask politely? I know. Please? Please, can I touch a T-Rex? I said please, that's polite, right? Please, can I touch a T-Rex? How nice and polite you are. Of course you can. We get to touch it. We get to touch the T-Rex? Okay. You're brighter than I thought. But I've got one more rule for you. Don't close this book. And I can't close the book? It told me I can't close it. But I have to close it because it's almost time for me to go. Maybe I'll just put it over here. Did you get a chance? Reach out there and just touch that T-Rex. Look it's bumpy on the front. That is such a silly book. Okay, I'm not gonna close it. I'm just gonna set it right here. Just right there. Deal? That was such a good story. I love silly books. I love books where they make you do silly things while you're reading it. That was so fun. And you know what? Here's a T-Rex. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna touch it. Didn't we have so much fun? I loved it. Oh, you're back again. Hi. Twiggle and I, we were being paleontologists again, and we were digging for dinosaurs. It's pretty cool. And guess what? Twiggle, you want to touch a T-Rex? Oh no, he touched a T-Rex. This is our silly story. I had so much fun with you guys today, and I hope that while we were all playing today and learning about dinosaurs, and me wearing my very cool dinosaur shirt that my friend Carrie Lee made me. Wasn't that nice of her? I know, I love it too. I loved to be dressing up like a dinosaur and us playing dinosaurs today. That was so fun. But I hope that you guys had fun today. I hope that you felt like part of our school family when we were all together today and learning together. It was so good to see you again. And we had so much fun making our handprint dinosaur. I hope you guys have a chance to do that. Yeah, you want to make one too. We'll make one later, okay? And I loved learning about meat eaters and plant eaters and sharp teeth and all the cool stuff about all the dinosaurs that we talked about today. And I really loved reading that silly story. Guess what? I have not closed the book yet. Look, it says not to close the book, so I'm leaving it open. That was so much fun, wasn't it? I learned about dinosaurs today, and I think that's pretty cool. I want you guys to keep reading and keep learning and keep watching us on WQLN PBS, where learning is brought to life. Until we see you guys again next time, have a great week. Say bye, Twiggle.